You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
Since 96, MLS has been the youngest soccer league. From 10 teams to 30, playoffs and parity. Battered MLS bring local guests to cover games. Analysis firsthand, not Google like other lanes. Stats and recaps cover the West and East. Can't forget, we're on Sean Johnson, watch every week. DPs for the elite, 10 Gam get you the vets. Playoff trees as American as it gets. It's time to turn off the world, grab a drink and let's go. We're Battered MLS fans, so lock in on the show. Battered MLS fans, so lock in on
No
the show.
question about it. I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Batter fans are back. Welcome everybody to episode number 109 of the Batter MLS Fans Podcast. I'm your host, Dave, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
A long-awaited episode for this one. Mike V in the chat, most underrated player from 2026 is Lewis Morgan.
Ooh, that's a good one. You know what? I didn't choose. We went and we already got our 11. We weren't sure how to do this. We considered, should we do a top 10 most underrated just overall? And we went back and forth a little bit, and we decided, let's just make an 11, a starting 11 every position, which is a little difficult when you get to the defense because, unless you watch them week in and week out, it's kind of difficult. But we tried our best, and we were looking forward to the comments to see what other people say. But we did our best, and we got our underrated 11. And I was curious, Chris, after we announce our 11s, and I have a feeling that my 11 is probably going to be better than your 11, we should just throw it in on FIFA, let the computer play against each other, and see who wins.
Ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice.
I feel like that's the best way to kind of see who has the better underrated 11. And then one more thing, and I guess we'll get into it right now. We'll get into it right now. Oh, we could do a poll afterwards and see who thinks has a better 11. All right. I had an issue while I was doing this, and then we're going to get right into it, right? We don't want you to wait too long, but this is my issue, and I think I might have fallen victim to this throughout when I started looking over my 11.
I think I came across the same issue that you did, if I'm thinking along the same lines as you. Yeah,
because I was like underrated, but as I was going through, I was like, damn, did I go underrated or did I go underappreciated? Because I felt like maybe this guy isn't underrated. Like maybe people like recognize him. I just feel like they don't talk about him enough. So you guys be the judge. We're going to put our 11 out there. And then I guess we'll start from the bottom up. Shout out to Kanli. So let's start with goalkeepers. I'll let you start it off. So your underrated goalkeeper for the MLS. This list is gonna be hilarious.
In living color, staying my list is gonna be. We'll see. And by the way, I just want to mention this real quick. Saga Daddy's asking if there's gonna be a new intro for the MLS pod. I was considering it. Nothing's really changed. No team is extra league onto the MLS, so it was gonna stay the same. But I'll consider it. Let's get to the lineup. So we're gonna start from the bottom, going up, right?
Yeah.
So starting with the goalkeeper.
Yep.
So starting with the goalkeeper, I picked Sean Johnson. And it's, of course, we're on Sean Johnson watch every week, right? According to the intro.
This is a rough start. Okay. So you think that Sean Johnson is underrated? Didn't he play for the U.S. men's national team?
He did play for the U.S. men's national team, but he's also on the bench or behind a couple other players that are trying to get that same spot. I think he is vastly underrated. I think he's great. I think honestly he's one of the better goalkeepers in the entire league.
This is a wild picture. He looks mad scary in this picture.
He does, because he looks scared because he took on so many goals while being with Toronto.
In Toronto, yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, I went over his stats. Like, dude, he by far, as far as like what he had to do for that team, is astronomical. Like yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Reaper says he likes Freeze. Freeze, I think, might be the best goalie in the league. Like, I don't think he is underrated at all. Freeze. Okay, and Sean Johnson. Okay, that was interesting.
He 31 games he played for Toronto. He had 7 clean sheets, 111 saves. Okay, I mean, he played on the worst team in the league, one of the worst teams. Okay, I mean, talking that he's saying I fumbled it. I don't know about that.
Okay, I'm gonna go goalie. Brad Stuver from Austin. He had 9 clean sheets. I think he's a bit underrated. I know he had
he was in the All-Star team, Danny.
But who talks about Brad Stuver?
Everybody.
Why was he on the
whole squad?
You know why he was on the All-Star team this year? He was on the All-Star team because it was in Austin.
I
think he's underrated. Okay, maybe he's underappreciated, but I think he's underrated.
I mean, according to everybody, we both just fumbled the goalkeeper.
Okay. Well, like I said,
look at that. They're laughing at us in living color, saying "laugh out loud." This is off to a great start. Who would you guys put as underrated goalkeepers?
Okay, for example,
put it in the chat.
Like somebody I considered, Roman Berkey. I considered him St. Louis great, but he won Goalkeeper of the Year, I believe, a year or two ago. Or am I wrong? Because he's great and he's also underrated. But then I was like, didn't he win?
I was going to go with Chris Brady. That's who I was going to go with. But I'm like, Sean Johnson is a beast.
Yeah, see, Roman Berkey won Goalkeeper of the Year in 2023. So I can't go over him, even though if you talk to people that are casual MLS fans, because that was the mind frame of mine. A casual MLS fan, who would they know these people? A casual MLS fan, Kalina isn't underrated.
I mean, George Torres. Shout out to George Torres out in North Carolina. No. Yes, I mean, Kalina's a beast.
If you talk, and I get what people are saying, they're like, ha ha ha. If you just go in the mindset of a casual MLS fan, they don't know who Brad Stuver is. They don't know who Roman Berkey is. Like that's what I was going with.
So I get that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they might know Sean Johnson. All right. So we're off to a hot start. All right, Chris, you want to start with your first center back?
Hey, I'm sorry for those of you that are still with us. We do know what we're talking about. So the first center back that I went with is Andrew Gutman with the Chicago Fire.
Left back. Oh, you're going from left to right.
Yeah,
okay.
left. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Right, so
Andrew Gutman is who I went with at left back. Okay. Now Andrew Gutman, the reason I picked him is because in Chicago, their leaky defense was also awful, but Gutman actually contributed well on defense, and he also contributed in the attack. So he's probably one of the people that I looked at left back and said, this guy is underrated and underappreciated.
Okay. I guess I'll go. I was gonna go center back, but I guess I'll go left back. Let me find my left back. Where you at? There we go. Now, you know what? I should just leave this picture here and see if people know who he is before people start talking crap.
This guy looks like he's 7 years old. This guy's 7 years old. This guy shouldn't even be in the league. He should be in diapers.
This was a tough decision for me because Anthony Markinich, he is technically a wing back, right? So he contributes a lot in the attack. He had 10 goals last year. They play 3 in the back, so he was out wide a lot. So I was like, damn, can I use him as a left back, even though he's a left wing back? I went with it anyway. I think he's underrated. I bet you most people look at him and might have thought that he was probably somebody's son. But he is a great left wing back. But I was going with 4 in the back. You know, he had 11 goal contributions for 10 goals, 1 assist. I went, yes. There you go. Anthony Markinich as my left back. Hollingshead's a good one. We could do honorable mentions also. I consider Jimmer Foti from Portland. I mean, that's more personal for me because he used to play for Deportivo Pereira. So he's son. Yeah. So Jimmer Foti from Pereira is somebody that I considered also. We could do honorable mentions. I'm okay with that. We could throw out some names because there were a lot of names that I considered, and it was hard to kind of come on just one. But pause. But yeah, go ahead, Chris. I guess we go center back now.
Yeah, now we can go center back.
Across. Okay.
Yes, we can work our way through it, and I don't know who you're going to put up there. We'll go Jack Elliott. Jack Elliott, formerly of Philadelphia Union, was the catalyst with Philadelphia, then went over to Chicago and had a banger of a goal. I don't know how many goals exactly he had, but defensively, his stats were great. He had created a lot of turnovers, a lot of good defending in terms of being brolic on the defensive line. So I love Jack Elliott, and plus he's Philadelphia, old Philadelphia. So
Your
I'm with that.
obsession with Philadelphia is kind of weird, but
Oh, and it's not done. It's not done.
I know. All right. I know. Believe me, I know. All right. I'm going with Olwethu Makanya. He is the center back for Philadelphia. Now, everybody knows that Philadelphia had a good defense last year, and they just lost Jacob Glesnes, and they were okay letting him walk because of Makanya.
Oh, look
So,
at you, Philadelphia lover.
well, I know. Believe me, once you said that just now, I was like, you know what? I shouldn't have done this, but whatever. I did it because, like I said, he is one of the reasons that Glesnes got to go. And, he is not a household name. Glesnes is probably the more popular name there. And he was holding it down last year. So that is my first underrated center back.
Let's go with my center back, and we'll just get to it and let's do it. We got the homie Chris McVeigh. Used to be in that pink, started off with San Diego in its year of inception, got a big fat contract for how well he played, and he is the literal foundation of that defense. So, and on top of that, you consider the fact that he is a hell of a passer, and on corners, he is dangerous. So, there's no other center back I could have put other than Chris McVeigh.
Well, I have an issue because I don't remember. Because I had a hard time picking between two center backs, and I can't remember for the life of me which one I went with. So, go ahead.
Soccer Daddy saying McVeigh, I'll let you do what you need to do. McVeigh is underrated. And other people are putting Finn Sermon. And then Sean Callahan, I'm going to give my best shot here. Svachenko from Houston. Living color so far after our goalkeepers, we're doing pretty good in living color, huh?
And you know what? I don't have the picture of my center back. Well, I'll try to pronounce his name because his name's kind of wild. He's from Dallas. Joe, for those of you that know Joe Shaw, he kind of comes and talks Dallas with us. He's the one that put me on to him. And to pronounce his name, it's Osaze or Odgide. I think I said that right.
You said that. You had to say that terribly wrong.
Yeah, I butchered it. But I remember he made a big deal about him, and then we finally saw him play up, and he was playing against Miami. He was getting chippy with some players. I mean, he got chippy with Falcon. He is a baller, and you can absolutely see it. So I remember I really liked him. But honorable mentions, Yeimar Gomez from Seattle, Colombian, absolute baller. And oh my God, I had somebody else. I forgot. But Yeimar Gomez was my honorable mention. So and then I guess I'll leave it at that. Go ahead,
well, let's
Chris, what's
go.
Your next one.
We're going to the right back position now.
All right.
And somebody
there it is. Justin Glad. I'm sorry. There's what I was missing.
Nice.
Justin Glad. All right, go ahead. Right back.
So right back, and somebody mentioned it in the comments. Said Mo Farsi better be on here, and Mo Farsi is on here. There's no way I would have picked any other right back other than Mo Farsi. Now, he only played, I think it was like 16, 17 games. He got injured last season for Columbus. But, dude, he jumps out. It's a who's who of MLS on tonight. Yes, it is. All right.
So let's go underappreciated. Should it be underrated? I would love to see somebody else's. Somebody needs to give me a list of your underrated players because I was having a hard time. I was like, damn, this guy's underrated or underappreciated?
Yes. So, and Farsi is a great player. He plays great on defense, better on offense. He is a hell of a threat on offense. Super speedy right wing back. The moment that he could be able to play a full year without any injury, it's going to be a crazy problem. But he suffered like a sports hernia sort of injury last season. So,
all right, I'll continue. Now, this is a name where I know that it's going to be a very popular name next year because last year he came on, but people still aren't talking about him. But now that he's going to be back, right back there on the right side with Christian Espinosa, Andy Nahar from Nashville is going to absolutely tear it up, and that's who Soccer Daddy is also talking about. He is somebody that is going to tear it up next year. He had 10 assists last year. And with Espinosa there, they're going to be sprinkling in crosses to both Surridge and Honey Mukhtar, and I think that Nahar is going to be killing it next year again. And again, I understand that a lot of people that watch this show might already know these names. I'm trying to go and try to think of it based off of just a casual fan that doesn't follow this. Dude looks like 90 years old. He does look older. He doesn't look as young as Anthony Markinich. But yeah. All right. So we got our back line set, Chris.
Yes, we're done with that. Let's go to the midfield now.
Now, this is where we start looking things a little differently because Chris decided to go with a 4-4-2. I went with a 4-3-3. So I'll start you, Chris, where you're going to go a 4-4-2, and you can start here. Now, Chris, I know what's up next, and I'm telling you, people are going to say that this guy is not underrated.
And that is Luca De La Torre. He is underrated.
No, he's not.
Luca De La Torre is underrated. I loved watching his highlights. He was playing with San Diego last season. And then now he actually signed with Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah.
Putting him now with Pep Biel and with Zaha, like, they're going to go crazy out there in Charlotte. Luca De La Torre is, in my opinion, I think that he is underrated. I mean, look, Mr. Krabs is saying not underrated. In Living Color saying underappreciated, not underrated. Sean Callahan saying a little underrated last year. I mean, Luca De La Torre was like a key midfielder. And he was playing also next to a potential MVP of the season.
No. Yeah, this one when I saw this, I was like, well, people are going to push back because I don't know if they're going to see this as underrated. But again,
really?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't underrate. No,
Oh,
De La Torre. He was a big name when he came to San Diego. All right, let's go to your other midfielder.
All right, let's go to another midfielder. So here we have Danley Jean-Jacques. Plays for the Philadelphia Union, super underrated. And I remember we would talk to Todd the God, and Todd would tell us all kinds of great stuff about this guy. Plays super awesome defensively, is a hustler, would body people off the ball, and was really active offensively as well. And watching him play, because I watch Philadelphia a lot, that's my second favorite MLS team. And I loved Danley Jean-Jacques. So that is another underrated player. And this is so true in Living Color. Philly always finds gems. I don't know what they do, but they just sold their whole team like Marlin style. And they're still going to be in 5th, 6th place this coming season. To be determined, their players.
All right. Now, I'm going to go to my midfield. I didn't include Christian Espinosa, which I've been saying over the last 2 years that I feel he's the most underrated player in the league. But I think people have been talking about him. Yeah. But I feel like over the last week, people have been talking about him. People are starting looking at his stats. He racks up those assists. So I stayed away from him, even though to me, he's the most underrated player over the last couple of years. I think he might get a little more respect. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to stay in Philly with you, Chris. Quinn Sullivan. Sullivan.
I was going to go with that too.
I think Quinn Sullivan is so underrated. Even in his family, he's underrated. Everybody's talking about Kevin. Quinn Sullivan, I thought, was the motor that helped Philadelphia go. And when he went down with an injury, I really did think that was a huge blow to the Union last year. And like I said, I think Quinn Sullivan is crazy underrated. I think that he should get a lot more. I considered Sebastian Berhalter, but I think Vancouver ended up doing so well last year that people were talking about him more throughout the season. So I stayed away
from
him
on USMNT for sure.
Right. So I stayed away from him. Now, the other midfielder that I did go with, which it shouldn't be underrated just because of the fact that he is so good. Shout out to Kemexo. Jep Verskov from San Diego. Absolute baller. But I'm telling you, nobody talks about this guy. Like nobody. It's Andres Dyer and Chucky Lozano, even though he's gone. Like nobody talks about him, and he is
Luca De La Torre.
Beast. He is an absolute beast. Crazy underrated. I promise. Like nobody that's a casual talks about this guy.
Yeah.
So hands down one of the best. I think he led the league in interceptions last year. So yes, absolutely. And shout out to Chem Axel. We much appreciate it. We
Thank
really
you,
appreciate
Chem
your
Axel.
support, Chem. So yes, so that those are two midfielders for me that are underrated. And then just for the record, guys, it's in Cubas is another good one. I stayed away from Vancouver and Miami though because I felt like they were televised so much that the casual got to know a lot of those players. So I didn't really pick anybody from Vancouver or Miami because I felt like they were very popular. LAFC also I didn't really touch on because I was trying to find teams that people don't talk about too much, even though Philadelphia, for example, and San Diego were such good teams. One won the East, one won the West, technically in the standings, but people don't talk about these players. So I just wanted to say that. But yes, one of the best center defensive midfielders in the league and criminally underrated. All right, Chris.
So far we're getting approvals here, Danny. Soccer Daddy saying good picks.
To be fair, it's hard to pick underrated defenders.
Yes,
because unless you really watch the team. Like a really underrated defender doesn't really stand out at you that much. But whatever. All right. So we're going to go to your left mid and right mid since you're playing that 4-4-2. So you want to start on the left or the right?
Let's do the left.
All right.
So we'll do the left. And the left, we're going to go with Anthony.
Anthony.
Mm-hmm. Anthony plays for Portland. Now, Anthony, the reason that I picked him is because he hopped off the screen. Watching him, of course, I watched a lot of Portland soccer on the West Coast. As far as
let them know why.
Well, I mean, look, aside from Kamal Miller,
who else do you love?
Okay, I do love Phil Neville.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he played as right side and left side winger, but the thing is that he opened up the game for Portland. And in living colors, not too happy. You say Anthony, Kung Lee saying inconsistent. He did get injured at some point, and he did fall off at some point. Soccer Daddy, I did see that he wasn't really consistent. He didn't have too many starts, but I do feel that he does have the potential of popping out and being a really good player. So
that was a good one, Cole Bassett. That was a good one. All right. So Anthony, okay, that's on the left. And what about on the? I think the one that you picked on the right. I think you did it just to piss me off because I really don't believe that you really feel that this guy's on the. I mean, he's.
I hope you got a good picture.
I think he might be overrated. Yeah, I got the worst picture. You see how nice all the pictures have been. Beautiful 4K.
Oh, why'd you do that? You got the worst quality. I've seen better mustaches on him in other games. Like, how are you going to disrespect Indiana?
That's right. What you get.
Mm-hmm. Indiana Vasilev. Okay, can't say enough about this guy.
There's so many other players.
Went from Inter Miami.
You could have picked anybody else.
Went from. Can I talk here? He went from Inter Miami. Started with St. Louis. Sent them to the playoffs. Indiana Vasilev. Then, okay, I mean, I'm just stating facts here. Okay, went to the playoffs the moment they got Indiana Vasilev. Then he goes over to my second favorite team, the Philadelphia Union, where Dupe City's at,
and wins
and win supporters. I mean, this guy is a winner. And now he gets to lead the team in the midfield. Are you kidding me? Vasilev is another. He cooked, if I'm not mistaken, he cooked Messi on a play. Yes, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the replay, but he cooked them, and he got fouled.
A couple of things
in the box.
Messi isn't known for playing defense, but I don't remember him cooking Messi.
Cooked them.
And then Pastelik from Orlando is a good choice also. And then I should bring up Orlando, and I don't think we were talking about the honorable mentions. Alex Freeman was a good one also for fullback. Even though he's starting to get picked, right? A lot of people talking about him now, but I think he might have been a little underrated also, kind of flown under the radar for a large part of last season until he got his own. And then this was just stupid. I don't know what Chris is doing on this one.
Indiana Vasilev, super dynamic. Let's go.
So, like I said, Chris was running the 4-4-2, and that was his midfield. And then I'm running the 4-3-3. I got my midfielders, and I have my attacking midfielder coming up. So my attacking midfield, I'm sorry, I got distracted for a second. My wife was telling me something. All right, so my attacking midfielder. Your favorite player's favorite
Ooh,
player,
yeah, it's a good
Jordy
one.
Mihailovic.
It's a good one.
I love Mihailovic. I considered getting a Colorado jersey last year because I love Mihailovic, and I think he is going to tear it up in Toronto with Josh Sargent. If Josh Sargent really goes there next year, I'm looking forward to Georgi Mihailovic balling out. And you can say that maybe you don't think he's underrated. I think he's underrated as hell because I think he's that good. That how do more people not talk about Mihailovic? I love Mihailovic, and again, he's gonna cook next year for Toronto, especially if Josh Sargent's playing ahead of him. So yes, out of my 11, this is my favorite guy. I want him, like his jersey. I might get a Toronto jersey. I should have gotten last year's Colorado because you and I had that debate about the Colorado jersey last year.
Yes,
which I loved. I should have gotten it, but yes, I absolutely love Mihailovic. I can't say enough good things about him. I didn't even bother to look at his stats. I'm sure that they were great because he's a monster. I'm not going to waste time on the podcast looking it up now, but Mihailovic, most underrated player behind Christian Espinosa in the league, in my opinion. All right, so that's my midfield. I got my 3. You had your 3. You had your 4, and so now you got 2 up top.
Yes.
So
let's go with the smaller guy first.
I'm not sure which of the 2 are smaller. So
okay, just put
which one's older.
Yeah, which one's the younger one? Go with the younger one first.
Got you.
Okay, so we'll go with Toklamati. Okay, I decided to go with Toklamati because he is an underrated player. Doesn't have as many opportunities. He, in my opinion, is probably one of the highest ranked, like, young talents. Okay, now he was like a part of like the MLS under 22 of the 22s, multiple goals and assists, and on top of that, it was right after I believe that Charlotte got rid or sold their best striker. What's this guy? The tall guy that was just a huge monster.
Oh
man, I forgot what his name is.
That I used to tell Danny Brams that I thought was a bit overrated. I'm blanking on his name right now.
Now he, in my opinion, Toklamati.
George, if George is still watching, he'll let us know.
Yeah, I mean they'll mention it. The moment they mention it, we're gonna be like, oh, we're idiots. Other than that, I think that Toklamati is gonna be fantastic. And again, not only is he gonna be fantastic because he's gonna have Pep Biel. Yeah, Ajiman, yes. He's gonna have Pep Biel, he's gonna have De La Torre, he's gonna have Zaha. Like Charlotte's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Charlotte is gonna be a problem.
Yes.
But look, I thought they were gonna be a problem last year and they fell off. But yes, I do like him over Ajimang. I wasn't a Ajimang fan. I always told you that. I thought that I wasn't an Ajimang fan, and I'm not a big Saha fan either. But and Abobase, okay, he's underrated. He also is underrated by his own teams usually. I don't know. But yes, Abobase is underrated. Hugo Kuipers, I think, is another one that is pretty underrated. I think not enough people talk about Hugo Kuipers. But yeah. Oh, and one person that I forgot to mention in the midfield that I think is underrated and that not enough people talk about in Austin, Owen Wolf. I know a lot of people are like, oh, he shouldn't have stayed in MLS, should have gone overseas. U.S. men's national team, obviously fans are aware of him. I think MLS fans need to become a little more aware of Owen Wolf. All right, Chris, go ahead. Do you want to go to your second one?
Well, no, I don't want to go to my second one. I want you to pick your 2 and I finish it.
Oh, okay. So I have 3 players left, right? Because I have 3 on top. So I'll go with my 2 wingers. I'll go with my 2 wingers. I'm going to go with, I'll start off first with Philip Sinkernagel. Absolute beast.
Look at that.
Yeah, man. I think that, and I've been saying this so long. Sinkernagel, Kuipers, and Bamba, awesome 3 up top. With Gutierrez, unfortunately, he left, but I thought they got Lod now. But I think that Sinkernagel is criminally underrated. I've said that before already on this episode, but he's another one that is crazy underrated because I don't understand why people don't talk about him. Like his statistics. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what it was, but I remember I was looking and I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy balled out. His last year, how many goal contributions do you think he had? He played 34 games. How many goal contributions do you think he had?
Jeez, man, I can't
guess. Just a number.
I don't know.
Okay, it's fine. 30.
25. Okay, I was gonna say
30.
25.
15 goals, 15 assists.
Oof, that's solid.
That's solid from the right wing.
Yeah.
Then you got Kuipers, you got Bamba. Like I think that nobody talks about Zinchenko, and it's criminal that people don't talk about him enough. So that's my right wing, and then I will give you my left wing right now. My left wing is Hans Wolf from NYCFC, another player that people just do not talk about, and they waited to the MLS Cup. I'm sorry, Eastern Conference Final. And there's a reason why this team was better than expected, and Hans Wolf is one of them on the left side. Alonso Martinez, not on this list, is the whole list is a farce. No, the list isn't done. We haven't even started all our strikers. But I do think Alonso Martinez started becoming a little more popular throughout the year.
Yes, I do agree with that.
Hans Wolf, on the other hand, no. So I think Hans Wolf underrated. Yeah, at some point, Hannes. At some point, I'll learn how to pronounce these. I'm saying Wolf right, but at some point I'll learn how to pronounce the name. But yes, those are my left and right wings. Chris, do you want me to finish off with striker, or
you finish with your striker, and then I'll finish with my last striker?
Okay, so I had a hard time picking between two strikers that I thought were underrated. Chicho Arango came to mind, but I was like, is he really underrated or underappreciated? So I stayed away from Chicho Arango. So I went with Peter Musa. Peter Musa in Dallas. Dallas just sucks. So nobody talks about Peter Musa. I think he got almost 20 goals last year. I really thought that him and Lucho Acosta were going to ball last year. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But Peter Musa last year ended up with, I'll tell you right now, he got how many goals?
What a shame, though, because like he had the opportunity of playing with some pretty decent players, and it just he was the only one that was like essentially doing stuff.
So he only played 30 games, and in those 30 games, he had 24 goal contributions, 18 goals, 6 assists.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Peter Musa, I think, is one of the most underrated strikers in the league. Jovalic is another good one. There's a lot. And I know people, and I like that people are throwing out names. People rate Musa, but this team sucks, so they don't. Yeah, they don't talk about Dallas. That's why he gets lost in the sauce. If Peter Musa were to go to a Columbus, everybody would talk about him, even though they have this kid Ali now, right? Because he ended up staying. But if he were to go to a team that's competing, yeah, absolutely, Peter Musa would get talked about. But players like this get lost. Like Dante Sealy, when he was in Montreal, I love Dante Sealy. I think he's another baller. Shout out, he's from Brooklyn, so shout out to Dante Sealy. Left Montreal. All right, let's do this. Where are you going? He ends up in Colorado. Even when Colorado is good, people don't talk about them, unfortunately. But Dante Sealy is another one that I think is underrated. Bassi in Houston, another one that's underrated. So, I don't
think Prince Owusu's underrated. I think he's mad overrated.
Well, that's all. You want to do overrated 11? Because we could do that too.
I mean, we could.
I already tell you who my striker is. Campana.
You shut your mouth. Okay. Can we get to my pick now since you want to get salty?
David Martinez as a winger. I stayed away from LAFC. I don't know. Picking LA teams and Miami right now, I just feel like that's just not. But yes, I think an overrated one would be funny. And I'm already giving it away. My striker, 100% Campana. Just putting it out there.
That's not even fair, dude. He got injured last season. New coach, new system.
All right,
we're gonna get to my player now.
Yeah. We're gonna end this underrated player in the MLS. I'm not sure why Chris picked this. It makes no sense to me. But here we go. You ready, Chris? A drum roll. The most underrated striker in the MLS, according to Chris, for 2026, which I'm not even sure if he's gonna play in 2026, is
Kai Kamara, baby. Let's go, soccer daddy. Come on. You know it was coming. I ended up doing a lot of research behind this. Okay.
Did you?
He's played for 12 teams.
13.
No, he's played for 12 total teams. He played for Columbus Crew twice.
Okay.
So, and this is for the last 20 years. He's been in the league 20 years. I mean, he took a hiatus. He went over to like the English championship, which I don't know if that's like the first league or the third league, or I don't know what's happening there.
This is best comment of the night. Chris's confidence is underrated.
Listen, how is it? How is it? And I this is a serious question. This is a serious question. Kai Kamara.
Yes.
How is it that he can still get picked up by teams at his age and still be like a bag? Like he is a locked in goal. He comes in.
He didn't score last year.
He also, yes, he did. He also, hold on, I'm going to look back at the stats. Maybe not. He only had 19 games with Cincinnati. So, no, he didn't have an opportunity. But I'll tell you this much. He cooked our defense. He jumped on one of the games, cooked our defense, cooked them. Okay. And I'm talking about Inter Miami. Sorry, guys, for those of you with the MLS stuff. Listen, I'm not going to stop. Kai Kamara is mad underrated. Any team would take him in a heartbeat. He did.
I don't think he scored last year. Unless he scored in like the U.S. Open Cup or some crap.
He's a veteran striker in the MLS. Okay, he has a league all-time.
But everybody knows who he is.
They just know him, but they don't rate him. You think they're rating him? This
rate him as a backup.
Listen, at this, if you ask all 30 fan bases and you say, would you take Kai Kamara as your starting striker? I feel like 10 at minimum would be like, yeah, I might.
This is the issue I have with this pick, is the false advertising. The thumbnail, when people click on this, I literally wrote most underrated player. How is Kai Kamara more underrated than Alonso Martinez? Somebody that brought up Alonso Martinez, man, and you went Kai Kamara?
Listen, this is my list. Okay, he's a great aerial forward. And
I would have got Navajo from Colorado before I go Kai Kamara, because Navajo.
No, I'm not doing that. Kai Kamara. Listen, Kai Kamara's 40 plus years old, and he's coming in and banging goals.
He's 41.
41.
He's
banging goals in. He's a goal. He's a bag.
And let me tell you something. I was trying to find the Kai Kamara stats, and this is what. And I keep refreshing it, and this is what it keeps coming up. Nothing. Like I mean,
you could do it because his Rolodex is so long. That's why.
That's taking a while to load up.
You have to find it on like one of those English scrolls. Is where you need to find it. That's how long of a list he has. I fumbled at the end, Soccer Daddy.
Benteke is better. Well, Benteke is better, but he's not underrated, and he's no longer in the MLS.
I will reveal my list. Benteke is going to be in the most overrated list.
Really?
Overrated, that guy.
Wow. All right. So if you guys forgot what the list looks like, here is Chris's shitty 11.
That's not actually the 11. We're gonna put it again in FIFA, and we're gonna see what happens.
Oh yeah, computer versus computer. Just let it happen. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
And then here is mine. So
your list is trash. Your defense is buns.
What are you talking about?
You're
not getting through the center, and then my fullbacks are gonna.
Kai Kamara is destroying your defensive line. Forget it. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Okay.
And you're never gonna get a ball past Sean Johnson. Like, you're so done.
Dude, Kai Kamara, like, he can't even run out there 90 minutes. I would love to see who's gonna be on your bench. Robert Taylor for sure.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Robert Taylor's on every list of mine, except the most overrated. What? Danny's attacking three is killer?
Dude, I got Musa, Sinkernagel, and Wolf. Come on now. With Mihailovic? With Quinn Sullivan in first
listen, Indiana,
I'm gonna cook you in MLS, in FIFA when we put this to happen.
Farsi is gonna feast. Listen, of course he is. You kidding me? Indiana Vasilev's gonna have a Hattie in 2 minutes.
All right. What I'm gonna do right now is just real quick before we log off of here, because this was the show. Appreciate everybody hanging out, but I'm gonna put it up to a poll. I'm gonna put it up to a poll. Look at what
you just did. You just set it up, and now you're talking shit about my team, and then you're gonna put it on a poll now. No, your team is fucking buns. Look at that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let me do this poll right here. Which team is better?
I mean, this isn't fair, guys. Like you guys you're gonna say they'll be like, "Oh, Daddy, your team is so great."
Chris,
you guys shitted on him for like 5 of his picks. Oh my God, Daddy, your team is so fantastic. Chris's team sucks so
All
much.
right, I put up the poll. I put up the poll. So we'll see.
Put my team up. Sean Callahan wants to see it. He forgot my list. Okay. Put my team back. Put my team back. There it is, guys. Read it and weep.
You got McVay. McVay, you know.
McVay is a lock. He is a lockdown defender.
I would have chosen Noah Allen over McVay.
Nah. Lockdown defender got a fat contract last season. You kidding me? That center back duo is
you got
a lock.
Duke.
You're lucky I didn't pick Bryce Duke as a midfielder.
Is he still in the MLS?
I don't know. I think he's waiting for Montreal to call his like flip phone or something.
And look, people are voting for you just for the laughs. Look,
oh my God, guys! I need sincere votes, guys. Don't laugh at me when you're voting.
Look at this crap. Look at this. All right, I'm gonna end the. Look at this. Like, Chris,
did I win?
Yes, Chris's shit team won with 62% of the votes.
Look at that. Fucking no competition there. Are you kidding me?
All right.
Look at the Lattori's gonna get another Hattie on you.
All right. And Danny, you're losing only because you named it Chris shit team. All right. Chris, any final words there?
I am officially the winner of the Carolina Cup.
Hey, that's a prestigious award, let me tell you.
It is. It counts. It's hardware.
All right. Well, that was fun. We might do an overrated one maybe at some point, maybe next week or something. 38 days until kickoff. So the season's right around the corner. If you're listening on audio, we appreciate you listening to the end. Please have 5 stars and a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It was fun. And we'll be back when some news breaks, or just make sure you keep that notification bell on, because we're trying to drop at least 3 or 4 episodes a week. So sometimes we just jump on here when something happens. So until the next one, have a good one.